Guys, how are you?
We're good. How are you?
Very, very good. Joel, I wanted to start off and ask you just, and this is a question about Salma, and I know the two of you are okay. Anyways, um, just because you're in the same room, but I'm talking about another person like she's not there. Anyways.
Cool.
I'm wondering when you were, I guess, writing or sort of animating the film and what have you, and directing it. I mean, were there any particular films of Salma's that were in your mind as you were kind of designing the film? I guess.
I mean,
Good question.
that is a good question. It's hard to boil it down because there was, I think, while we were shooting it, the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard came out.
Oh yeah.
And
While you were writing it, not shooting it.
yes, to be correct, right? We were, but I think while we were figuring out the character, because I mean, part of the process in animation, we'll storyboard, we'll write, we'll put it up, and we get to kind of see how it's forming, right? We'd keep recording, and the edge that Salma would always find, and I think I was watching Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, and I was like, oh, I wish we could get all those profanities in our movie.
How do we get the spirit of the profanity without actually saying the words?
Go right up to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
line.
This was the task.
But seriously, what I love about Selma is that you seem to always play these characters that have they're such strong, kind of confident characters. And what was really fun on this was to find just, I think Selma's like your approach, which is like this truth in every scene, which I remember the first time we recorded, we have Burrito, this dog who's the cutest dog, and Kitty Softpaws
You
meets
just
him.
call him burrito.
No,
Perrito.
Perrito.
Okay.
She's teaching me.
All the way with the Spanish, we were always
We're working
Yeah.
on it. But the way when we recorded that, where it was, you're like, I don't know this character. He could be so sweet, but I don't trust him. And you brought this kind of truth that like she's so suspicious of this adorable dog because Kitty Softpaws lives a life of crime and lives alone. And there was this humor that you tapped into right from the beginning where I was like, oh, we can be that almost abrasive with the dog, and you found it right away.
because it makes me, I always try to find the comedy, and also like very, very deep. Like it makes me uncomfortable because I become so cynic. It confronts me with my cynicism. So he really bugs me. But I really try to go that deep in everything. I torture them with psychological blah, blah, blah for every line. But we really had a lot of fun having these
And actually, to the
conversations.
point, when you watch the movie, the relationship between Puss in Boots, Kitty Softpaws, and the dog all come together where she starts out by not trusting him. And then it's a very organic kind of found family by the end of the story that I think so much of it came from you challenging it in a way and finding that depth to it.
I
Yeah,
needed
that's
I needed
Yeah.
Perrito in my life. I didn't know how much I needed him.
For you then, Salma, I mean, do you connect roles together? Like, say, I don't know, obviously, you worked with Antonio and Desperado and what have you. I mean, do you connect anything from previous roles to a role like this, or is each individual role
I
different
don't
for you, even
know.
a voice role?
I think this is like the cat's life. I think this might be the ninth time I work with Antonio, or the eighth
Right.
time. So I don't even need to connect to any other. We already did another Puss in Boots, but the thing is that we're friends. The bickering we've been doing for the 10 years between one movie and the other. And they were laughing because they said, do you want me to play what Antonio did? I said, oh, don't worry. I know exactly how when I'm reading it, I can hear him. And that also makes it a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
like a family member. I'm working with
Yeah.
like my brother for 25 years ago. It's like a family member.
Yeah, that must be nice. That must be nice though to do recordings and all that. That you can guess exactly how he's going to go with any kind of performance.
Actually, sometimes we would do improvisations, and I say, well, has he done his part for this? No, we're doing it. And I would push improvisations thinking, almost setting it up for him to do something else that I knew he was going to do, like setting up some jokes for him. But we don't even need to talk about it. It is really amazing.
And it was such a gift
great.
as a director. You know, we have already a great script, but for Salma to be planting things like that, where she's like, on the next record, Antonio can do this. And it's just, you're
Happen
constantly finding
organically.
and pushing. And yeah.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's really great. Okay, I'm getting the wrap there. But thanks for that. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am Puss in Boots.